man.
Is there another game?
We're preparing the live stream. Get ready, guys.
Baby.
Get ready, Brett.
Yeah, there's another
ready.
game. It's the fucking Thunder versus the Rockets.
Thunder versus the Rockets. Oh my god.
Oh, let's go.
All right, on you, Brett.
Let's go, Thunder.
Oh, we're live. We're live.
Hey guys, welcome to the BeachCityTv podcast where we talk about sports-related topics. And today, we're just gonna talk shit on our fantasy teams. Let's go.
Jimmy has 40 now.
Talk
Jimmy
shit on our
Buckets.
fantasy teams. I don't believe that's the right statement to say, sir. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, sorry,
I have the
sorry,
best
AJ.
fantasy team clearly.
All right,
so
make your case
there's
then.
nothing-
Make your case.
there's
AJ,
nothing to
start
say.
this off.
Terrible.
Okay, I will make my case right now. Devontae Adams and Allen Robinson will be the most targeted wide receivers in the NFL. I have Zach Ertz. He will be a top 2 targeted tight end, and he has consistently been for the past 3 years. Okay, now my running backs, Miles Sanders with a great offensive line. Then I have David Johnson. David Johnson is a man who wants to prove himself. Everyone's talking smoke. David Johnson versus DeAndre Hopkins. Not a good trade. Well, if you go look up David Johnson off-season training, this man has been in the zone. All right, in the zone. Then I got Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, nice addition to the team. He's going to get a lot of PPR points for me. You know, nice little dumps off, especially for Sammy D, because you already know they don't really have a wide receiver core.
All right, well, anybody got a comment?
And then hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I am not done yet. Let's talk about my defense.
Let's talk about your quarterback.
Defense. I got. Whoa. I got the Colts defense and I got the Rams defense. I got the Colts and Rams defense. So that's solid. That is solid ass team right there. And then my kicker, I have the best kicker out of any fantasy kicker. It's Bucker. The Chiefs are going to be scoring the most points. Bucker is going to be skyrocketing, and that's going to make a difference when it's close games. Now, I'm going to address my depth. I have all wide receiver number ones in my depth chart. I have A.J. Green, absolute star. Joe Burrow and him get on the same page. It could be big potential, a lot of upside. Then I have Brandon Ayuk. Right now, Debo's out. Brandon Ayuk's the number one guy, unless you want to talk about some of the free agent guys who aren't as good. I mean, Brandon Ayuk is the guy for the 49ers. Why are you shaking your head? Shaking your head. Marlon Mack. He's after doing my research.
Stop right there.
Frank Gore. Not Frank Gore. Sorry, Frank Reich. Frank Reich already said Marlon Mack is the number one guy right now. So, do I start him? Do I not? I'm not going to start him right now. I'm going to fill it out. Then, the sleeper I've been talking about, podcast after podcast. 2 of them. I have 2 of them. I have my boy Daniel Jones, and I got D. Slayton. That duo right there, I'm going to stack them on some games. It's going to be dangerous.
The dynamic duo.
The dynamic duo, baby.
Oh, my
Dynamic duo. And my starter right now, though, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, you gotta see this. He has throwing power. He has Stephon Diggs, John Brown, and then the little short white dude. What's his name?
Cole Beasley.
Great team. What is there not to like? I don't have any backups. I have all number ones. All
right, Ethan. All right, AJ, that was your rant. Ethan.
No. I want to hear what is wrong with my team. I want to hear what is wrong with my team. What is wrong with my team? I want to hear it.
I like your team. I do like your team. Your quarterback's the only thing that's like.
I hate your team.
You hate my team, Nick.
I agree.
And last year you said you hated my team, and what happened? You got last place.
I agree with Ethan.
Hey, we're not talking about the past. We're talking about here, right now.
And here, right now, I got the most.
And to be honest with you,
potential, baby.
To be honest with you, I like Le'Veon Bell, but he's on the Jets, and I don't think the Jets are going to do jack squat this season. And
that's exactly my point. Le'Veon Bell is going to get that PPR upside. He's going to get that PPR upside. What do you mean? They're going to be dumping it off to him all the time. They're going to be behind. PPR dump off all day.
But I mean, I don't know about Miles Sanders either.
Fucking sick.
Honestly,
Miles Sanders, you guys are sleeping on this man. You guys are sleeping on him. You don't understand how good Miles Sanders is. This man was a rookie last year, beat out Jordan Howard, and Jordan Howard said, "You're gone." That's what the Eagles said. And guess what? Miles Sanders is a true number one now. Now you say, "Oh yeah, there's a backup," but nah, Miles Sanders is a true number one. If you go look at his highlights, they're amazing. His route running against linebackers, amazing. He has great hands. He's going to be getting 5-6 targets out of the backfield per game. How can you complain with PPR? That's like 60 rushing yards. I'm not going to complain.
All right, now we're going to look at your opponent. Ethan, what do you guys say about your team? Name off all your players right now.
Beautiful. QB, we got Dak Prescott, number 2 QB last year. RB1, Kenyon Drake, going to give me at least 30 a game. James Conner, RB2.
Whoa, 30 a game. He's up, man. He's up.
I didn't like James Conner at first, but I did some research. I'm sticking with him. Not this last year, but the year before. I think he was the 6th leading running back in fantasy. So as long as he doesn't get hurt, Tyler Lockett, stud. Will Fuller, don't sleep on Will.
That is a sleeper pick because
He's
they're
gonna
Brandon
be the
Cooks
next
and Will Fuller.
DeAndre Hopkins. And here, Watson already loves him. He did pretty good last year. Just got hurt. Had that 50-point game.
Exactly.
And then the best tight end in the game, we got Kelsey. And then my flex position, I have options here. We have Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb. I'm going with Deshaun Jackson this week, though, because they don't have any receivers. And he put up 37 last year when they played Washington.
He went off, and then he just disappeared.
That was his one game. So I'm hoping to repeat for the Seahawks D, whatever. And then Matt Gay, kicker. Tampa's going to put up a lot of points, so got to go there. And my bench, I like my bench.
Nick, go.
Deshaun Jackson. I think Deshaun Jackson is going to go off for a couple games because Jalen Reagor is out for 4 weeks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And they have the Alshon Jeffries hurt, too.
Alshon Jeffries hurt?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I honestly think you're wrong about that, Ethan, because guess what? The only threat that there is going to be besides Deshaun Jackson, which he is going to be double covered all game. And guess who's going to go off? It's going to be on the ground, and it's going to be Zach Ertz.
This guy. It's going to be Zach Ertz.
What about your tight end?
Zach Ertz. Exactly.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
See, but Andre Robinson the second is the pick that I don't like.
Oh, yeah. And to address one thing, I forgot. I have Tyler Higbee for the Rams.
You got 2 Eagles players in your lineup. I don't know, AJ.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, against the Washington football team. Big problem.
Yeah, but I mean, if Deshaun Jackson goes off for 30 points and then the other 2 don't get targeted, you're going to lose the game. I mean, Miles Sanders was a streaky player last year, but I just don't think he's consistent enough to put up 10 points a game for a running back.
Good, man.
I don't
think the Eagles' offensive line's good.
What, Carson Wentz has gotten hurt 3 times in the past 2 seasons? Stop it.
I think there's not even that. Not even that. I think Carson Wentz. They say that there's no tension between the offensive line and Carson Wentz. But last year, you can tell that there was a little bit of tension. Either Carson Wentz isn't doing their job or the offensive line isn't doing their job. They might have fixed it this offseason. They might have. But every time I see Carson Wentz and the Eagles, they're always, except that Super Bowl run, they're always disconnecting.
And I quote that Super Bowl run.
So you're hoping
when he's healthy, he's going to Super Bowls, and when he's not, I guess he's not. That's pretty.
But the only thing I have question about your lineup, AJ, is Andre Robinson the second. Do you really think he's going to get that many targets with
Andre? It's Allen.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Yes, dude, you got to understand something.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about who your quarterback is. He's going to get targets. He's going to get the most targets. There's nobody else out there that gets more targets than Allen Robinson. All you guys go look right now. How many targets he had last year? He had, I think, 4th or 5th most targets in the NFL, and that's only going to go up.
I mean, this whole conversation is cute and all, but we're really just talking about who's getting second place, right?
Oh,
That's what this whole thing is
Tanner.
over.
All right, Tanner, you comment on your team.
Yeah,
I don't even think your team is that good.
Comment on my team.
I think it just got a lot better with his pickup.
Oh,
Comment on my
That's
team.
exactly what I said. I vetoed that trade. But, Nick thinks it's a good upside, but I'm just like, nah, we got no upside.
It's even, but
I
think Tanner wins that one.
I can't believe you picked Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Let's look at this. Let's look at this fucking beautifully orchestrated, drafted team that's level from top to bottom. We got depth. We got top level talent. Everything we need, all the way down to the kicker. So we got Matt Stafford.
Reg the leg.
We got Matt Stafford, who was a top 5 fantasy quarterback last year before hurting his back. And previous to hurting his back, he had never missed a start in the NFL. The dude was an Iron Man. He's coming back. He's having a healthy season, and Kenny Golladay is getting the fucking rock.
I do like him.
Then I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, he's a sleeper.
Damian Williams opted out. Damian Williams is done. So it was looking like you're the number 1 running back in the top offense. Come on. Josh Jacobs, absolute savage for the Vegas Raiders.
I think Josh Jacobs is going to get hurt.
Absolute fuck you. Absolute savage for the Vegas Raiders.
Just F you.
Then we got Adam Thielen coming in at wide receiver 1. Stephen Diggs is out of Minnesota. That's a great pickup.
That is a great pickup.
Robert Woods.
Round
8. I got Robert Woods in round 8.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, let's hold up. What? No. I apologize. It was round 5.
Yes, big difference there. Big difference.
Hey,
3-round difference.
That is a big difference.
I was like, what?
Robert Woods, arguably the number 1 receiver for the Los Angeles Rams. Jared Cook, but breaking news, we have made a trade to Nick. Jared Cook and Odell Beckham Jr. In exchange, we are receiving A.J. Brown from the Tennessee Titans and Darren Waller. Give it up.
That was honestly.
Give it up for Tanner for winning the trade.
I'm thinking matters with running back and tight end. But Darren Waller, I feel like, is going to have a lot of targets this season.
Darren Waller
to the starting squad. The flex is going to be Brandon Cooks this week against Kansas City.
Oh, my God.
We got the Broncos defense going up against the Tennessee Titans, and we got Greg the Leg Zerline.
Stop.
The Cowboys have been the top 5 in field goal attempts the past 2 years. So Greg the Leg, look for him to continue that. On our bench,
surprise, the Cowboys.
But he is being traded for A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's going to sit the bench the first week.
You're not starting A.J. first week?
No. We got DeAndre Swift. We got Ronald Jones. Preston Williams is coming off an ACL tear, but he's still a dog. And he actually out-targeted Devontae Parker last year. Latavius Murray, Alvin Kamara, as Brett knows, is holding out for a contract. So we might be looking at a top overall running back on my bench. Zach Moss, savage. T. Higgins, great upside.
Zach Moss. I think honestly you have 2 of the best rookie running backs out of the draft this year with Zach Moss and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, to be honest.
Don't sleep on DeAndre
I think
Swift
your quarterback. I think your quarterback is suspect at best. Gonna have a 12-point game.
I disagree with you.
No.
I think Matt Stafford's here to stay.
If you had a better quarterback,
I don't think Matt. He throws a lot of interceptions.
Man.
How many interceptions? How many interceptions is he gonna throw this year?
There is a reason.
He'll probably throw 3 TDs and 3 INTs every game.
There's a reason why Matthew Stafford gets hurt so much. Let's just put it that way.
What are you talking about? This was his first injury.
No, he broke his collarbone.
Collarbone.
But he played
in the beginning. Yeah, he did throw a touchdown, which is pretty freaking impressive.
Yeah, that was impressive. But guess what happened? Then he sat out. Then he didn't play the week after.
But I mean, your running backs are weak.
What are you talking about?
I don't trust Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, just because he's in the Kansas City offense doesn't mean he's going to get 20 points or even like 10. I think
the number one running back? The number one running back.
They might switch off carries to some guy we don't even know on the depth chart, to be honest.
Josh Jacobs. Those are
Josh
two.
Jacobs. Josh Jacobs will get probably like.
Those are two top 10 running backs. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Two top 10ers.
Top 10 running backs. You're playing Clyde Edwards-Helaire at top 10.
I think Josh Jacobs.
I mean, come
a
on.
lot of carries,
That's a little overzealous.
I think he's gonna get hurt.
No, the issue you have with Josh Jacobs is he's a 2-down back.
Come on.
He doesn't get that PPR upside. That's a problem. He's a 2-down back.
Yeah.
If you look at it, they mix
does he
him
catch,
in.
Does he catch the ball out of the backfield?
They mix in other running
catch
backs.
the ball out of the backfield.
You receptions is 3.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah. Was he going to rush for 200 yards every game?
Clyde Edwards
come
hasn't even proven himself in the league yet.
Hold on.
Josh He's an LSU hype
if you
man.
have not been reading what's been going on in the Vegas Raiders camp, if you guys have not been reading what's been going on, Josh Jacobs has been getting more and more targets, and John Gruden wants to get Josh Jacobs more involved in the passing game. He had the best yards after catch, or the second best, third best amongst running backs last year. Great yard after contact. The kid's a stud. Point blank, period. The kid's a stud.
We'll see what happens,
He's
Tanner.
solid.
I personally think you're overhyping your team, but
Don't
you
get
did
like
make that
that 10
trade,
points.
so your team just got a little bit better. I think A.J. Brown's going to be a savage this year. So, all right, let's go to who should we go to next? We should go to my team because my team is the best team easily in this fantasy division, no matter
We'll do
what.
top 3 after everyone goes through their teams too.
Exactly. But
And then
let's go through
the matchups.
Let's go through my team, all right? And you're going to be fucking impressed by every single player that I name out. Quarterback, Tom Brady, 43-year-old savage. He's going to put up 22 points every single game. Alvin Kamara. He's just having contract issues right now. He's missed 3 practices, but Adam Schefter's got my back. He's going to report, Alvin Kamara just returned to practice Wednesday. So that's what's going to happen with that. I'm pretty sure he's going to start week 1. He better start week 1, or else I'm going to be so mad. Oh, my God. Todd Gurley. I can't believe I got this guy in the 4th round. I mean, what are you guys, crazy? He was the best running back 2 years ago. And just because he was on the LA Rams and was dealing with a couple injuries, he's back in Atlanta with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. They're going to be the number 1 offense this year, or top 5 at least. And then you got Cooper Kupp, who's easily the most targeted Los Angeles Rams wide receiver. Besides Robert Woods, they're both the same. I already know Tanner's going to say. I mean, there's Ena Brownie back there. Jarvis Landry. Cleveland Browns are going to target Jarvis Landry more than Odell Beckham this year, 110%.
Think so?
That is true. That is true.
I think in the 15 to 20-yard mark, his route running is so spectacular. And I think he's going to get way more targets than Odell Beckham. I think he's a more crisp catcher. He doesn't drop as many balls as Odell Beckham does. He's going to be a stud. Give me 20 points every game. And then, I can't believe this. Sleeper pick. You got Travis Kelce. I got George Kittle. You got to be kidding me. The best tight end in the game. He can block. He can catch a screen. He can run a go route. He'll get 50-yard touchdowns every single game. He's the only target that Jimmy Garoppolo even passes to. Let's go. Sterling Shepard. You got to be kidding me. Well, what do you mean dicey? He's the number 1 wide receiver on the Giants with Daniel Jones. And you saw that before and after picture with Daniel Jones. That man is going to throw some balls to Sterling Shepard. I think he's going to get me at least 10 points a game. And then the Buffalo Bills defense. I cannot believe nobody picked them up. That's a steal. They're the 3rd best defense in the league, talented on every single position. Defensive line, cornerbacks, safeties, linebackers. They have all pros all across the board. And then just wait till Josh Norman comes back. And then, I have the worst kicker probably. Tyler Bass. He's a rookie. I mean, he's on the Bills. He's my favorite team. He's on my favorite team. And he could kick a 60-yarder. So I was like, all right, you know what? Come on, young fella.
Chance with Rodrigo.
He's out. Now I'm trying to get Rodrigo. We drafted a kicker this year in the draft. So you know what I'm doing? I'm trusting my GM. Let's go. Brandon Beard made the right decision to pick Tyler Bass. And then, oh my goodness, if this guy shows me production, I'm instantly moving him up in the starting position, the flex. J.K. Dobbins out of the Ohio State. You got to be kidding me. I mean, he's going to be better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire all day. Oh, 5 running back system. But when he starts getting 100 yards, they're going to start giving him carries. There's no doubt in my mind. Then Michael Breida. Coming out from San Francisco to Miami.
Dobbins, he's a dog. He's a dog. You're undermining his potential on the Ravens, Nick. J.K. Dobbins is an absolute sleeper.
Too. But they got 5 other running backs that they have to use.
That's true. But now we're gonna go to Michael Breida, strictly backup. Honestly, if I start seeing production out of him, he might move into my flex position. And then we have Larry Fitzgerald, old reliable. You got to be kidding me. I might just throw in him and Tom Brady, and then they're gonna give me 20 points, and they're 40 years old. And then we got Sammy Watkins. Oh yeah, the number 1 offense with the number 2 wide receiver who's gonna get single coverage all day, every day. With Tyreek Hill gonna run go routes over the top. Guess who's gonna come right under with a 15-yard. Fuck, can't even say the route, but whatever. And then Greg Olsen
slant for a touchdown.
And then Greg Olsen. You gotta be kidding me. That guy coming out.
He's still in the league?
Yeah, no, he came back from the broadcast booth. He came from watching film to play film.
He's on a good team.
He's going to be just like –
he's on the Seattle Seahawks.
Think about this.
Needs a locker. His team's old.
He's on the Seahawks.
Oh,
You got
stop.
the oldest team in the league.
I do have the oldest team in the division, but I'm not going to trust some 20-year-old kid like Jesus. Come on, guys. And then we got Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, come on now. The guy went to a Super Bowl last season, even though he only threw the ball 8 times. I got to say, I think he's going to put up some points. And I might sub him in every once in a while. Tom Brady's struggling.
Look at Nick's
Look at him. He hates Jimmy Garoppolo, but I don't care about your opinion because your team
Jimmy's
sucks.
elite. Jimmy's elite.
And then we got Kansas City defense to sign it off. Now you guys can say all you want, but all I gotta say,
I feel like
2 of my running backs are 2 of the best running backs in the league, and there ain't nobody stopping me this year.
All right, I'm digging into you, Noodle Boy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'd call you Noodle Boy because Tom Brady has a noodle arm. He can't throw for shit. We're doing this the speed version, by the way. We're going through your team ultra fast. Alvin Kamara, he's holding out. Todd Gurley has arthritis in his fucking knees. Cooper Kupp is the second behind Robert Woods. Jarvis Landry hasn't gotten more than 1,000 yards and fucking I don't even remember. He gets 100 catches for 900 yards.
He gets
like 2 yards a fucking catch. He catches the ball at the line of scrimmage, and he doesn't do shit. George Kittle is solid. George Kittle is solid. Sterling Shepard, definitely number 2 behind Darius Slayton. Bills' defense is good. Who the fuck is Tyler Bass? J.K. Dobbins is like number 4 in the Ravens running back depth chart. Matt Breida is behind Jordan Howard. Sammy Watkins is always fucking hurt. Larry Fitzgerald is old as shit. Greg Olsen is old as fuck. Jimmy Garoppolo, that's all I got to say. And the Chiefs
whoa. Jimmy Garoppolo is elite.
You have 2 fucking defenses, and your team can get the fucking senior discount at Denny's. It's terrible.
Stop. I completely disagree with you. Got all confidence in my team. Sit down. All right, Alex, you're up next.
I'm fucking sitting down, asshole.
All right, so what? So my plan was to get Lamar Jackson in the first round. That didn't go over too well.
Oh, no.
I settled with Nick
Collusion.
Chubb, second leading rusher in all of NFL last year. So I have Russell Wilson, Nick Chubb, monster coming in as a rookie. I think he's probably the second best rookie coming in. I think DeAndre Swift's probably the first rookie. But the second best rookie is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to be on the red zone, on that goal line, getting me touchdowns every single. Just know that. DeAndre Hopkins, dog. And with Kyler Murray matching him up with a guy who could just get out of the pocket and just throw it downfield, and you give DeAndre Hopkins, somebody who doesn't drop a ball, is basically an 80-20. He's going to come down with it every fucking time. Tyler Boyd, he's normally the number 1 because fucking AJ Green can't stay freaking healthy. So Tyler Boyd's normally the number 1 if he could just stay healthy. Mark Andrews, Lamar only throws to Mark Andrews. He runs the ball or throws the ball to Mark Andrews because Marquise Brown is never on the field. They don't have wide receivers over there. So the only person he's going to throw the ball to is Mark Andrews or run the ball.
I agree with that. He got me 20 points every game.
Devin Singletary.
Yeah, that guy's gonna. Ooh.
He gets all the touchdowns. You put him in. You put him in. And you need to get those 3-4 yards, and he's gonna get them every single time. Vikings D. They just lost their DN. Wait, no, they just got Yannick, right?
No, they just got the Jacksonville defensive end.
They got Yannick.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was mixed up. I thought they sent him over there. No. So then they got Yannick Ngakoue. You add him in there with Danielle Hunter. You add him in with Anthony Barr. You add him in with the freaking
Harrison
secondary.
Smith. Oh my God.
Just those corners. Those corners are just is what I'm scared about. But I just don't want them to get burnt. But after that, I have Zane Gonzalez because Zane Gonzalez normally kind of just hits them in for me.
I didn't look at any data on kickers.
And then I'm just going to just go through. I have David Montgomery because he's the number 1 in Chicago. Robbie Anderson. I think he could bounce back this year. Emmanuel Sanders with all the eyes
on
Mike
God.
Oh
my
Emmanuel
goodness.
Sanders is going to be able to get the second corner.
I like that.
And going to be able to attack the weaknesses of the team. Mike Williams always gets those 80-20 balls. Like he's always, if you just throw the ball up, Mike Williams is tall enough to just get up and grab. And you normally throw those to the freaking people in the end zone.
Absolutely.
Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, just better. That's all I'm gonna say. Adrian Peterson, number 1 after Darius Guy's situation. I'm not gonna get into that situation. And then if your boy AJ Smith wants to break down Michael Pittman Jr., I think arguably sleeper of the draft.
Sleeper of the draft, yes indeed.
The whole draft. I'm not just saying fantasy.
Yes, sir. The reason why Michael Pittman Jr. is one of the sleepers of the draft is he had the best hands out of any wide receiver in that draft room last year. With his 6'4" size and his 4'5" speed, this man can and will has the build of Mike Evans, and he's not putting up points.
You sound like an Indianapolis Colts ad. I mean, you're just like, oh my God.
Hey,
oh my God.
I'm gonna advertise him as he is, an absolute stud. He was a top 3. He was a top 3 candidate for the best wide receiver in the NCAA last year. By the way,
I do like your team. I just don't know about Jonathan Taylor because I don't know how they're going to split the carries. But if he does get all the red zone plays and scores a lot of touchdowns, and plus he can break. He was easily the best running back coming out of the draft.
According to my sources, Jonathan Taylor will start off with a lot of.
I don't know. I just don't know about Tyler Boyd. I just don't know about Tyler Boyd because
I don't know about
AJ Green's. Yeah,
I don't know
AJ Green's coming back.
That's a question mark.
You're probably gonna have to bench him and then put in like Robbie Anderson or Emmanuel Sanders because I think that'd probably be better. But I think the team's pretty decent, and it could have been better because you almost got Lamar Jackson, but you didn't.
Yeah,
so
it's okay.
Yeah, he tried to fleece a little fucking trickery.
That was some trickery. For sure.
All right, now let's get into Nick Marinak's team. All right, Nick, here we go.
I know you guys been saving the best for last.
Oh my God!
Hey! Projected overall to win, according to ESPN Analytics. So we'll see. We'll see.
But I'm not going to be too biased on my team because I know there's always going to be there's a weakness for everybody's team.
All right, just say your team, Mr. Humble.
I don't care what anybody says. We're going to start off with the quarterback. QB1. The man, Superman, he's in the north, fighting against the Bills. The Pat man, Cam Newton.
He's in the freaking east, you idiot.
Newton. Yeah, but he's up in the north.
Northeast, in the northeast.
No, he's playing against the Bills, is what he's saying. You cockgobblers.
But we got. Cam
It doesn't
Newton.
matter. He's in the northeast.
Cam Newton, he is a sleeper. I don't care what. The guy is coming out with vengeance. He wants to kill, and he's on the best coach of all time. You're telling me the best coach has never had a running mobile quarterback?
I'm nervous to say the least as a Bills fan.
I think he's going to be a Kaepernick his first couple of years. How he looks like he's going to be
Guitar Phone 604.
Last time I checked, Kaepernick was a bust.
28.
He only had one good year.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, he only had. Whoa! Kaepernick did not lead that team to the playoffs. He subbed in. He subbed in.
Kaepernick came in halfway through the season. He rushed for 200 yards and threw probably around.
No, it wasn't halfway through the season. It was in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was killing it. I'm telling you right now, Bill Belichick has never had a running quarterback, and you're telling me that this is his first time having a running quarterback? Like, what is he going to do with a running quarterback?
It's gonna be a
Okay,
failure.
first off,
there's gonna be a lot of rushing touchdowns. The guy is so pissed off that nobody picks him up.
Jesus. Nick, let's get it straight. Bill Belichick is a defensive guru. He does not have a running quarterback. Josh McDaniels has a running quarterback. That's who's running your offense. It is not Bill Belichick.
And just to make this straight, the New England Patriots were number one in about everything on defense last year. And that's why Belichick is great, because of his defense. He's a defensive coach. He doesn't worry about the offense.
Their offense comes through almost all the time.
Then you're talking about Josh McDaniels.
Because their offense was led by one of arguably the greatest players to ever strap on the helmet at that position.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but you cannot say the same about Cam.
When you have the best coaches teaching him, he's going to fucking be a dog.
We'll see.
This is interesting. This is interesting narrative, because if I recall about a couple months ago, Nick was not believing in Bill Belichick whatsoever.
All right, AJ, just stop talking.
We're not talking about the Pats.
Just stop talking, AJ, please. I mean,
flippity flop.
Now we got number one running back, Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, Jesus.
The guy's the whole Panthers team.
Let's trade him away.
I get scared about with him is that Matt Rule. Is that his name?
New coach in the NFL. He's going to be a bust.
What is he going to do? Is he going to stick with Christian McCaffrey? Is he going to do less with Christian McCaffrey? With Teddy Bridgewater in the back now, I think Teddy Bridgewater finally has his opportunity again to do well. And I think they're just going to feed Christian McCaffrey. And I think they're going to pass it to Christian McCaffrey a lot of the times. And I think Christian McCaffrey is a special player where, honestly, he misses tackles. He falls down like a little pillow. He's a strong man, you know? He's like Mark
23
a little bit.
A fourth of his production will be gone, in my opinion.
You're ridiculous. All right, keep going.
We got running back 2, Aaron Jones. I know AJ was a little salty with this pick, but
yeah,
it's okay.
I was.
Aaron Jones. You got Aaron Jones. You got the number one for the Panthers, number one running back in the whole league, and they got Aaron Jones, who catches everything in the backfield and rushes. He's going to be a sleeper. He could be better than Christian McCaffrey what he did last year, in my opinion, with one of the best quarterbacks to fucking strap on to, Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be throwing him the ball. Aaron Jones is going to be a dog this year. And I got Chris Godwin. I think he's going to be the best receiver out of the whole weapons in Tampa Bay. I think Mike Evans is going to be really good too. But I think Chris Godwin, since he traded numbers with Tom Brady, the GOAT, you know, I had to give him the GOAT jersey to him, you know. But I just think that Chris Godwin is going to get more receptions than people would think. I don't think Gronkowski is going to get that many receptions because this is his first time coming back in over a year. He's been smoking weed all day, and you know, he's not really been playing football all the time. So I just think that he's not going to be really playing as much. I think OJ Howard and him are going to be splitting the time. I think Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, it could be either or, but I'm picking Chris Godwin because I like his hands better, and I think he's quicker than Mike Evans. He's just a bigger man. Mike Evans is a bigger man. We'll go wide receiver number 2.
Hold on. I want to make a statement.
All right.
Noodle Arm is not going to throw 5,000 yards like last year. Jameis Winston, even though with all the interceptions, threw 5,000 passing yards. If you're telling me good old Tom Brady's going to throw 5,000, his production is going down.
I don't want him to throw 5,000. I don't care about 5,000. I care about him throwing to Chris Godwin.
He isn't going to do it.
Odell Beckham as my wide receiver number 2 because thanks for Tanner for the trade. I think Odell Beckham, since he had a down year, but he still gets over 1,000 receiving yards and still gets over 70 catches, even with a bad year.
True.
And he's determined to get even more. He's been quiet. Usually he talks a lot. Usually the highlight guy likes to post a lot of stuff. The guy has been quiet. And today, he got a touchdown today in a scrimmage. Pretty stoked, you know. He went off today in the scrimmage. Not really a big deal because it's just scrimmage. I want to see that protected in the real type. I want to see that in the game. I want to see that protected in the game. But Odell Beckham will have more receiving yards and more touchdown scores than Jarvis Landry. And I think Baker Mayfield is going to turn around this year. I think he had a sophomore slump. I think he humbled himself, and I think Odell Beckham's going to help him out a lot. And I think Odell Beckham's going to be back to his old form back in the first 3 years with the New York Giants. I think people are going to really underestimate Odell Beckham a lot. Now, downside, I had Darren Waller. I knew Darren Waller, he's going to get a lot of targets for the Raiders.
True.
We all know that. I think that. Now, Jared Cook, yes, they just added Emmanuel Sanders. Yes, they have Michael Thomas. I get it, man. I get it. But Jared Cook, when they get to the red zone, the man is always open. He has 9 touchdowns last year. He has over 5 touchdowns the past 4 years now. Yes, he doesn't get that many receptions. I get it. But I'm looking at touchdowns, and we'll see. What if they're double coverage Michael Thomas this year, and they're covering Emmanuel Sanders pretty well? Jared Cook is going to be open more. I think Jared Cook is going to be more open. Now, is he going to be consistent? I don't know. That's why I had Jack Doyle as my backup. Because
most definitely not. That's for dang sure.
Now we got my flex because I know AJ loves this one too. T.Y. Hilton. Man, T.Y. Hilton. This is
my
last
God.
year. I know a lot about T.Y. Hilton because of this guy named AJ Smith. You know, my best friend, AJ Smith, loves to tell me about the Colts. But T.Y. Hilton, last year of his contract, he wants to prove himself. Phil Rivers absolutely loves to throw to deep receivers, especially quick receivers. T.Y. Hilton is a perfect guy. T.Y. Hilton's number 1 receiver. I have 3 number 1 receivers on 3 good teams. On 3 pretty good teams.
Yeah.
That loves to throw. And Philip Rivers has a great O-line. So when Philip Rivers has a great O-line, he has time to throw the ball. T.Y. is going to be open. Pittman
or he's just going to end up right into the hands of the defender because that is what's going to happen with Philip Rivers.
Or he could do that, but he was mostly pressured.
Have that second.
He was mostly pressured. T.Y. Hilton will be a dog. I think he's going to be a sleeper than most people would think. I think T.Y. Hilton's going to be more open than what people think. My defensive team is 49ers. They turn over the ball, and that defensive line, I don't care if they got rid of fucking whatever that guy's name is.
DeForest Buckner.
Oh, my God. I really don't care, man. You have Nick Bosa. You have Armstead. You have the other guy, Brocker.
Yes.
You have that defensive line. They're going to get sacks. I'm looking for sacks. And the ball, you got Richard Sherman, too.
You got to get turnovers for a good defense.
Okay, they have great turnovers as 49ers.
True.
That's why I like.
I'll give you that.
And we got to use the steroids to kick some field goals. Matt Prater.
Oh my God.
I think the Lions they were leading in the fourth quarter 10 times last year and they lost it. And they score a lot of points that people don't really think about. I think Matt Stafford is going to have an okay year, but I think they're going to score a lot of points. And I can
How the fuck does that happen? Matt Stafford has an okay year, but they're top 5 in points. Go fuck.
I think they're gonna have an okay year. I think they're gonna score a lot of points.
I mean, they're the Lions, so.
Yeah, they're the Lions. I don't know, man. But I think that player's gonna get a lot of 40s, a lot of 50-yard field goals, sometimes 30s. But I just think that he gets a lot of 40s, 50s. And we'll go with my bench. Now, with my bench, is it the best bench?
Nope.
It could be better.
You have 2 San Francisco running backs. I mean, what are you doing?
I didn't mean to pick 2 San Francisco running backs. I kind of fucked that one up. But we got Mostert. We got the number 1 running back for the 49ers.
Hey, Brett wished he picked 2 Saints running backs.
Stop, dude. He's gonna come back. They're just in contract negotiations. No big deal. All right, Nick, go on.
I think Mostert, he's the number 1 running back for the 49ers. The whole 49ers team, that whole offense is running the ball. If people say Jimmy Garoppolo is the offense, no, Jimmy Garoppolo is not the offense. It's the running back.
I'm not saying that. He's just elite.
Mostert and Coleman are the 2 running backs for the 49ers. Kevin Coleman, that's probably going to get traded in the middle of the year, or he's probably going to get dropped. Who knows? But I think Mostert's going to take a lot of carries off of that, too, because they got rid of Matt Breida. Is that right, or am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they definitely did.
They got
Burrito went to
He's on the
Miami.
Dolphins.
He's on the Dolphins now with Jordan Howard.
I think Mostert and Coleman are going to get a lot of the carries, but I think Mostert's going to get more of the carries. We got Kirk from the Arizona Cardinals. I think people are going to overlook Kirk a lot. I think Kirk's not going to have a breakout year, but I think Kirk with DeAndre offense, they're going to double team him now and Kenyon Drake. Yeah, they don't have the best O-line, but Kyle Murray runs out of the pocket all the time and he just runs around and he just waits for a guy to be open.
Oh my goodness.
With Larry Fitzgerald, Kirk, and DeAndre, I just think Kirk's going to be wide open than people would think.
Yes, I agree with you.
Got hurt, so Jalen Reagor's out for 4 weeks. I'm not really too happy about that, but it's whatever. Doyle, he's the number one tight end for the Colts. So you're telling me Phillip Rivers hates the throw to tight ends? The guy has the most touchdowns to Antonio Gates. Like, what are you talking about? Antonio Gates.
That is a good point. But Jack Doyle's not Antonio Gates. Jesus.
Jack Doyle, it doesn't matter. He has the best offensive line. He has time in the pocket.
We'll see what happens.
Drew Lock's my backup. That whole wide receiver core for the Denver Broncos are dirty.
Okay.
Sutton,
all right.
Jerry Jeudy.
He's a good backup.
Noah Fant. I don't care if it's easy. If Cam Newton doesn't do that well, I can easily be confident to put Drew Lock in.
Okay.
I can hopefully he can get over 20 points.
Drew Lock cards are like $700.
I just think that
he goes off.
I think Drew Lock is going to probably go off. I can see Drew Lock being replacing Cam Newton, but I think Cam Newton's going to prove a lot of people wrong than people would think.
Everyone's just got to come back.
That's just my team.
He's out for the whole season.
Absolutely agree with that. I think you got a great team, Nick. Honestly, I just don't know about Cam Newton, and I do not trust. I wish you didn't trade AJ Brown because I feel like he would have gone off.
I believe that.
Supposedly he got injured.
I believe that trade
because one
will
was
be the fall of your team.
bone fracture, and
the reason why. So I'll put my reason why. I'll put my reason why I traded that. Okay, Darren Waller, I think is gonna have a good year again. I think he's gonna have. Derek Carr throws to his tight ends a lot.
True.
Okay, I get that. I knew
the whole entire offense revolves around tight ends, to be honest.
I knew I was going to take a loss. Now, does he go off where he gets like over 25 points? Over 25 points? No. He consistently gets probably 12 to 15 points a game. Darren Waller does.
Hey, he was the third most targeted tight end last year.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he got the receptions. Doesn't mean he got the receptions.
He got the receptions.
There's a lot of rookies, wide receivers and tight ends that went off last year, and there's going to be some of them that's going to have a sophomore slump. Sophomore slump is a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Yeah, but he's not a sophomore.
Yeah, he is.
He's a junior.
Sophomore this year.
No.
Well, it's like his second real year.
Yeah. It's his second.
He's technically been in the league for a while now, but it's like technically his second year.
Well, let's see. Yeah, he's been in the league for 4 years, so it's not his sophomore.
Yeah, but he's only been starting for his 1 year. This is his second year starting.
No. Yeah. If you look at his rookie year, 6, then the year after 12, then 4, then 16. So what do you mean?
All right. Jesus Christ, AJ. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you got to stick by what's true, man.
All right. Those are our fantasy teams, and I honestly think I have the best team no matter what. And Tanner will lose every game this season because he picked a rookie, his first pick.
You're a fucking idiot.
All right, we're going to go to the NBA. We're going to the NBA.
Hold on. All I got to say is that this is a real interesting league this year. It really is.
But overall, I want actually, before we get away from the fantasy football, I want everybody to rank all our teams, your top 3 teams out of all the people that we just said.
Yeah. Make a mental note unless you're top 3.
Star teams or everyone?
Except for you can't pick your own team. Stop it.
All right. That's fine.
Mine's
no, you can't put your own in. Just looking at other teams, where your top 3 is.
Where your top
just in this circle.
Just in this circle. Just the people here.
All right. I'll go. Actually, someone else go.
All
right. My first pick.
All right, then.
For the most talented team this year.
Go third
to 2 to 1.
All right, fine. I'll go third. Third. The third most talented team this year is Tanner's team. And the fall of Tanner's team will be his rookies. That's the only problem I have. That's my personal opinion. Now, sitting at number 2.
All right, then, fool.
I have Brett Smith.
Oh, I'll take it. Number 2. I'll take it.
I believe that if he gets his quarterback situation right, with either getting the ons and offs with Jimmy G and Tom Brady, he could have a lot of upside there. I think his running backs are solid. Honestly, I think Alvin Kamara might be the breakout guy of the year. Now, a lot of people are doubting him. I think Alvin Kamara is the guy, and I think he was the snub of the first round, in my opinion. That's why I have him at number 2. Number 1, I have Mr. Nick Marinak. And the reason why is because that Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones duo is deadly. Now, the issue I have with this team is his wide receivers. I believe that trade is definitely going to put him down, but I still think that with that wide receiver core and Cam Newton, it's honestly a solid team. He has the best defense coming from one of the best defenses. They're like top 3, the 49ers. His kicker could be an issue. You never know. That's my top 3.
All right. Alex, do you want to go? Or do you want me to? Or do you want me?
I'll go.
All right,
I'll
sweet.
go. So my number 3 ranked is AJ. Like, everything is good to me except for fucking David Johnson and Miles
Sanders?
and Marlon Mack. No. I like Miles Sanders. Marlon Mack.
Marlon Mack? Okay. I see it. So you think I might have like flex issues?
And
You think I'm gonna have like flex issues that will lose me games, basically?
No.
Or running back issues?
Just
no, because if you have Darius Slayton, that gives you a good thing. Or Brandon Ayuk. Or AJ Green.
Yeah.
They could go off. Or you still have Le'Veon Bell on your bench.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
So then my second place team would have to be Brett. The only thing I don't like about Brett is he has a lot of people who are injury prone. And,
exactly.
Big facts.
My whole entire list is
questionable. Injuries.
My whole entire roster is questionable.
So I think that like three of your 4 is going to get like an injury that affects their playing time. So you can't really get consistent playing time. And then number 1 is Nick. I like everything about his team except for his quarterback.
Yeah. Disrespectful.
So number 3, I'm going to put AJ. I like everything, to be honest. Just except I don't know about the quarterback, to be honest. Even though he's on my team, I don't know if he's going to.
What?
I don't know if he's going to get. I don't know if he's going to get you the points you need to win a game. But Miles Sanders, I already have my doubts. But overall, I like your running backs. I like your wide receivers. I don't know about Andre Robinson. He's definitely a sleeper, but I cannot trust Mitchell Trubisky throwing the football. There's no possible way.
You'll be surprised with the production this year.
Number 2, I'm going with Alex. I like Alex's team, to be honest. I definitely do. I like Russell Wilson, Nick Chubb, and Jonathan Taylor. DeAndre Hopkins is good. And Tyler Boyd's a savage. So he might be good, but he can definitely switch that up. And then number 1, I'm going with Nick because Nick just got the first pick. And I don't like Tanner's team. I'm just not going to lie. I'm showing both you hate because I just thought you guys drafted terrible, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll be real here. And I think Nick is going to have the most potential, but I truly think he's going to fail.
He has a lot of upside, but a lot of downside too.
The Godwin might be streaky because of Mike Evans, and I mean depending.
And
on
the Godwin could be the downfall of his team. The Godwin could be the downfall of his team.
Yeah, but now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the NBA because I want to.
No! Whoa! Ethan and Tanner.
Oh snap! Oh my God! Just fucked up his monitor.
Nick too.
That's why I'm leaving you at top 3. Bro.
Nick too.
Yeah, I already knew that. I showed you guys disrespect.
It's okay.
Nick,
Who
go.
wants to go. You want Ethan? You want me to go? Okay. So with the number 3, I think it's gonna be Tanner because I just think that Tanner with Edwards, I think Edwards was a steal. I don't think people realize Edwards is gonna be. I think he's gonna get a lot.
I just have my doubts. Just purposely doubt him.
The only thing I just don't like is Robert Woods. And Robert Woods, I had Robert Woods last year, and I swear to God, Robert Woods just doesn't get shit whenever I had him. There's a game where he goes off. There's a game where he just does shitty, and there's a game where he just does shitty. And I just couldn't stand Robert Woods.
Oh
but
my God.
Adam Thielen, I think he has the most targets. He gets targets all the time. He's going to get a lot of catches. Josh Jacobs will do good. I just think that if you use him a lot, with Darren Waller though, Darren Waller's going to be good with a good addition. But Josh Jacobs scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
With number 2, I go with Alex. I think Russell Wilson's gonna have a great year, and I think people are gonna really underestimate Jonathan Taylor. I think Jonathan Taylor is gonna be the number 1 running back out of the Colts system, and Mark Andrews is a dog for Baltimore, and DeAndre Hopkins is a dog. So I just think that Alex is the second best team, and then number 1, I go with Brett Smith. The thing about Brett, I think I gotta go. The scared about Brett is that exactly what Tanner.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Exactly what Tanner said. You got arthritis. You have
I do. Honestly,
a contract issue. You have the number 2 wide receiver. You have George Kittle, but you have all number 2 wide receivers, and you have a guy
arguably
walking
number
cane.
1.
Yeah, a walking cane guy on your team, which is
Don't forget the MVP, Tyler Bass. Remember the name.
I think Alvin Kamara is going to have a breakout year once they figure out the contract. I think he's going to have a breakout year.
All right. That was your top 3. Wait.
All right,
Tanner.
Yeah, that was terrible. The
worst top 3.
Stop.
Okay. I think for number 3, I'm going AJ Smith. I like Allen just because of the rushing yards he's going to get. I don't like Marlon Mack, but I like his receivers with Adams and Robinson. They're both high target guys. Ertz is always a high target guy. David Johnson, I don't know about him, but he's got Le'Veon Bell on the bench, so I think that makes up for it. Overall, decent team. Then I think number 2, we have to go Nick Marinak. He's got Cam Newton. He's got Christian McCaffrey. He's got Jones, Godwin, Hilton. No longer Waller, but he's got Cook.
No longer Waller.
Definitely number 2. And for number 1,
I swear to God,
I think we got to go
Ethan Gores. Dream crushing.
I fucking hate you, but Brett Smith.
Yes!
As much as I want to be petty and tell you to go fuck yourself because you left me out, Alvin Kamara is an absolute savage. Cooper Kupp is a savage. George Kittle is a savage. He has some unknowns, but if Gurley can return to old form and Brady could relegate that offense with those weapons, he can have a pretty dangerous team. So
exactly.
He's got
Remember the
unknowns.
name. I'm just here for the money.
All right.
And Ethan Gores.
All you guys are absurd. That was disrespectful. I didn't get a top 3. All right. I'm putting myself number 1. All right. Number 3. I'm going to go Tanner. Quarterback. And I think the KC running back's going to do good. Jacobs, solid. Thielen's a dog. Woods, I like Woods. He just got Waller. Waller's a dog. Flex, he has AJ or Brandon Cooks. I like it. All right, second, we'll go AJ. I hate to say that one. But Josh Allen, I don't know. I don't think he's going to do too hot. I love Miles Sanders. That was going to be my second pick if he was there. Marlon Mack, I don't know why you're starting him. Terrible. Adams and Robinson, I like them. Ertz, love that guy. I don't like David Johnson. If you put Le'Veon there,
Possibly.
That is true.
Ooh,
And at number 1, who do you got at number 1?
Last year.
He would finish the last 4 games. He was on production of being the most.
No, that is true. I had him last year.
number
Number one. The real number 1 is Ethan Gores, but for this sake, I can't pick him. We're going Nick Marinak.
Wow.
First round pick. He had McCaffrey. I don't really like Newton. No. Jones. Love Godwin. Love T.Y. Cook. I like Cook. I like Odell better than A.J. Brown, so I think you upgraded there. And then he has the San Fran defense. Yeah. His team was good. So, but yeah, I'm number 1 for sure. I don't know what
I got 2 first place votes. I'll take that any day of the week. I already know I have the best team. Greatest quarterback of all time on Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll take that. Any day of the week.
Let's do NBA first.
All right.
I like 2-0 Padres.
All right, let's start NBA.
All right, we're gonna end it right here. That was great. Honestly, I like that. I liked how we.
I love that fantasy football shit.
Honestly, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. I mean, AJ was like obviously the most prolific. I mean, he sounded like he was at a rally or something for the Indianapolis Colts. But I mean, everybody else looked good. I mean, I gotta say my team's the best. I'm so high on my team, but Alvin Kamara better come back. I swear to God. And we can end it right here, honestly.
I can't wait till week 1.
Hey,
it's gonna be surprising.
Honestly, I think you guys are sleeping on my running backs. I think you are.
I'm sleeping on your whole team.
Just remember, David Johnson.
David Johnson till the start of the season, fellas.
Yeah.
10
David
days.
Johnson gets hurt.
And the Buffalo Bills will win the Super Bowl in 2021.
Texans.
All right, Alex Lucero, end this thing.
I know you're Fournette. Oh, that's
Any final comments?